So I was really very glad to watch this film. It was really very interesting and exciting, and I feel like after having watched this film, I feel like we really have to concentrate. We have to do something. We have to really to give the action. We have to do something, not just to talk or this film. It gives us an opportunity to get together, to start action, and to find a solution for the problems. We just can feel that we can work together, not only talk, or we can get together. We can start doing something. So that's what I feel, and I think even a little thing can make a change.
Do you have one little concrete action in mind that you would like to share, or you would like to move forward? An idea that you would like to move forward in the direction of the movie?
Actually, now I'm working at the Earth Focus. We are working for the conference for the young people. So the most important thing for now is to give the young people a vision of the world, a vision of what they can do. So now we are working for this. And I think if we concentrated on the young people, if we give them enough information, and so it will work, I think.
I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was very informative in terms of the actions that need to happen on a global scale. My group, as Nicola was saying, is Urban Farmers. We are a startup company here in Switzerland, based in Zurich currently. The idea is based on a principle called aquaponics. It's essentially a greenhouse system that works on the rooftops involving aquaculture and hydroponics. This is our attempt to act locally while thinking globally, to influence how people get their vegetation and their protein source, in this case fish, from a very natural, very organic source.
It was an amazing and very passionate film, very awareness raising. It was great to hear Bruce Mao speak. I think he's very inspiring. And the design side, I think design can bring a lot to the change. People see design as a craft and a skill that has to be learned. But I think we should see it, in this case, as a way of thinking, a way of planning, and of getting together and seeing what we can do, how we can do it, the best way to achieve our goals and this change that we're all expecting and hopefully getting together to do.
Thank you very much. So you were at LIFT also a few weeks ago, right? So can you explain us a little bit what the projects in HEAD do at LIFT, and what, for instance, an example of action that you could see would be that would go forward in the direction of the plan somehow? Concrete action.
Well, what the school did at LIFT was present some work of the students. Not this year, but the year before, they participated in the scenography of part of the conference. So I think that the school could prepare some projects for the students to really think of how to activate and participate and bring people together and share and realize projects, because the University of Art and Design here in Geneva does have funding, and it's something that this plan is this change is something that we're all facing.
As other people mentioned during our discussion, I think one of the strong points of the film was the fact that it shows that things are possible and that they're already happening. Some of them have already shown results, and others are at midpoints or at some other stage in the process. But you really get the feeling that things are already moving along, and certainly we need more of that in the sort of ecological message that we give to other people in the world, is that things are happening and that it's possible. And the other thing that I wanted to mention was a comment that was made in the film about cars, where it said that we have to think about the thrill that the car obviously meant to a lot of people. I'm not one of them. I'm not really into cars, but I think we have to be realistic and realize that that's been part of modern civilization. So they mentioned the word thrill, mobility, of course, and the ease or the pleasure of the car. So I guess one of the things we're going to have to redesign is how do we respond to that apparent human need for that kind of thrill and mobility, and do it in a way that is not negative for the environment. But I don't think we can throw out the thrill and the mobility and the ease, which apparently are highly appreciated by human beings. So I think that was one of the things that really touched me about the film. Yeah. Okay.
I would definitely agree with Marie-Claire. And yeah, something that definitely struck me about the film was the power of an individual and one's ingenuity and innovation as well. That we as individuals can really make a difference if we do things differently, but simultaneously at the same time. So I just think that, you know, if we all specialize in one thing, but have the environment, well, every aspect basically of sustainable development in mind in whatever we do, I think that's really the way to go, and the people in the film really embodied that ideal.
And at your level, do you have an action that you have in mind and that you would like to move forward, for instance, after this movie?
Well, I know for myself, I just started my master's here in Geneva, and I'm going to be specializing in the science of water. So, I mean, at my own individual level, there's quite a bit you can do there. And I'm very interested in the humanitarian side of many water issues, especially with climate change. So I hope to do something in that realm that will make a difference, yeah.